Hi everyone, my name is Bruce Schwartz. I'm from Montreal, Quebec, Canada. Let's get in really close, disturbing troll close, and we're going to look at the colors. This couple months ago, I saw a yellow surface. Other channels were mentioning it, or was it in the comment section? I don't really remember, but the moon appeared more yellow at one time, very saffrony. John Lear told us there was an atmosphere up there. He mentions it, he talks about it, nothing stopping us from taking that knowledge and looking for ourselves. And that's what I did. But there's something about not just the atmosphere and clouds that you'll see later on. UFOs, incredible. We're going to fly over Plato Crater. Your entire screen will be inside of Plato Crater under the clouds. Beautiful UFOs. Now check this out. What's causing smoke on the surface? Mining, whatever it may be, it doesn't look natural. Or it's a natural, exhausting source. Smoke, on the surface of the moon. It can make you wonder so many things, what's going on inside, Here's Plato Crater on top. But we're going to go see a little mention about Plato Crater when the line of light is close to it. I find structures on the surface by following the moon phase and that line of light that goes across the moon. It hides the other half of the moon, of course, but if you look directly on the line of light, there are incredibly beautiful details and structures and even many colors on the surface. Watch here. We're going to look at Plato Crater with the line of light alongside of it. Okay? Not here, but see at the back, the transient lunar phenomenon? Well, that's what we're going to go see close up. There's elevated structures, even a dark structure, that no one is noticing. Here we go. We see dark and luminescent structures, and they appear along the line of light and darkness. Here's a dark structure behind Plato Crater that many people have mentioned on my channel, what the heck it is. And there's that transient lunar phenomenon with apparently colors that appear on the surface that's been declared, of course, and people know about that. There are so many colors. Here, Aristarchus Crater, top left, with the line of light very close to it, again revealing so many beautiful colors. Thanks for watching, everyone. You guys have a particular friend you want to tease or get back at because you want them to believe there are UFOs on the surface, and you keep sending them, you're that type of person, you keep sending them, like me, the videos of UFOs, and they're like, oh, stop it, you're hallucinating. Well, this video is amazing, and you'll see UFOs probably the closest you've ever seen them on the surface. Now those just arriving, this is a new type of UFO because it's not the UFOs that are flying between Earth and the moon. These are small and pressed up against the surface. I'll show you a beautiful close-up image in slow motion, live, no filtering whatsoever, I assure you, and you'll be mesmerized, and you'll be able to send that one to your mother, friend, teacher, co-worker, girlfriend, boyfriend, because I know, and it's pretty funny when you think of it, I know a lot of couples that, either the male or the female believes about UFOs, but the other couple member does not, which, we're not really evolved on Earth about this because we've been presented this as being a myth, right? And we were confirmed by many well-known associations, the system, the ones that rule the world, telling us that, hey, there's absolutely nothing up there. So who is up there? An alien or a human civilization? Or is it just aliens or beings from another area visiting or actively working or visiting on the moon? So is the moon industrial, or is it both industrial and civilized, like with civilizations, with an advanced species? I highly doubt that ants are living in structures that big and building stuff. So it has to be some type of being, Could it be a giant being? Could it be a tiny being? It's amazing, eh? everything that can come up. Copernicus at the bottom, the color on the surface, and here we are. The structures are side by side, and you can't, and no one ever will, and don't let anyone tell you that there's nothing up there on the moon. I assure you, even though it's only my belief, I believe that I'm allowed sharing that belief. And along with it, a lot of proof. Check this out. Have you ever seen anything so amazing? Now, we have green structuring on the surface, or we have structures that are covered in a green substance, or they are green, or we're seeing them green, and it's not really green. That I understand. Like, I don't rule anything out, but I'm showing what's up there. These are massive. Here's a bridge right there. Okay, here's the thing. The same reflectivity as the surface. You're not going to see it. They're very hard to see. They're basically near impossible to see because they appear invisible. But again, at the top of this photo, you can see, not this one, but the one we just saw, a line of light. And that line of light, again, as it moves across the moon, I follow it, and it's magnifying, elevating, showing us elevation on the surface. Look at this, the craters. Look at the stepping stones or whatever, the connections, the bridges. This is very serious. The surface has to be manipulated or was manipulated, whether it's been thousands of years or just hundreds of years. Were you there 200 years ago? Were you here on Earth 200 years ago? No. Were you here 100 years ago? Well, maybe. But I'm telling you, we have to depend on history books, and it seems that no one's using their own common sense. There's possibly life, atmosphere, maybe even a civilization. We see constructed objects, clouds, hazes, some kind of a veil over the surface. Here, a showering of UFOs. A light, watch carefully in the center, will light up. I'll get a circle over it right here. In the center, there's a light. So there's an interaction with light, crafts, and the sizes of these objects. No one's noticing this. Zoom into an image and not zoom the image. I said a lot right there about my work. If I was to take a photo and zoom into the photo, instead of having the photo zoom itself, so that, pixels will not come out and I will just get closer, like a magnifying, like a microscopic way to get into a photo without zooming the photo itself or changing it. Okay, UFOs inside of Plato Crater. Is there anything more exceptional than that? Cloud cover, smoke, haze, or camouflage, smoke, haze, whatever. But there's colors underneath. There are blinking lights. There are UFOs going inside and outside of the clouds. For those of you just arriving and having a hard time understanding what you're seeing right now, it's a very close shot with a 14-inch CGXL 1400 high definition telescope. And here's the thing. How close am I? Well, this is the inside of a crater. We just saw the inside of Plato Crater, so say to yourself the whole screen's inside of the crater, and we're seeing cloud cover, we're seeing UFOs, anomalies, a colored surface, and what looks like bloody atmosphere over a surface. How incredible is that? Even the world is so amazed that not many are going to believe this for a while. We're getting there. Some are starting to come by, and I really appreciate it. Thanks for your curiosity. This is very, very real. You are witnessing history in its making before its time. We accept and understand or ignore and deny.